Sridhar's Geetmala. Rahul Dev Burman, the son of the legendary Sachin Dev Burman, was truly a worthy son of a worthy father. It's not rare for a son or a daughter to equal or even surpass, overshadow the achievements and accomplishments of a brilliant father in the area of performing arts, music, or dance. We have many examples in front of us, though in most cases the second generation is still very active and has a long way to go, and it's quite possible that ultimately someday they will end up doing much better than their parents did. Ali Akbar Khan and Allah Rakha in Tabla is a very glaring example in front of us. Ravi Shankar, Anushka Shankar, and even Nora Jones in the sitar field. Then you have Pandit Aday Chakraborty and his daughter, who is making the waves now, Kaushiki Chakraborty, the Hindustani classical vocalists. You have L. Shankar, the renowned violinist, and his son, L. Subramaniam. There are many others. However, amongst the set of Hindi film composers, there is only one name which can be said to have equaled or even surpassed the achievements and accomplishments of his father, and that is, of course, R.D. Burman. There have been other sons of composers. Anand and Milind had their moments, but never the longevity and the aesthetic success of Chitragupt. Same the case with Rajesh Roshan, who had very sporadic and brief moments, but nowhere near his legendary father, Roshan Lal. Maybe Anu Malik could be considered to be someone who achieved more than his father, Sardar Malik, but then Sardar Malik's career was cut short for very different reasons. Though he was an extremely talented and knowledgeable man and a trained man in music. In the south, Karthik Raja and Yuvan Shankar Raja, both sons of Maestro Ilayaraja, have had great successes and are immensely talented also, having had formal training in both Western and Carnatic music. But it's doubtful if they will ever surpass the legacy and the enormous amount of work done by Ilayaraja. It's not strictly right to compare. The times are different, the kind of music that today we are getting are different, and the choices of the people are different. When it comes to Bollywood, however, the opinion is possibly unanimous that if there is one composer who has outshone his legendary father, then it's none other than Rahul Dev Burman, a man who was so versatile that he would introduce so many new sounds inspired by music across the world, and at the same time completely stun his critics into submission with his ethereal compositions based on Indian classical ragas. His complete mastery over both the forms of music, the popular one as well as the classical one, along with his constant striving for newer sounds, is possibly what defined Pancham and made him different from others. A very significant part of Pancham's musical journey was as an assistant to his father. As his assistant, he is rumored to have composed quite a few hit songs, which ultimately was credited to his father. Even after he broke out on his own with Chote Nawab, he still went on assisting his father, as his earlier films did not really do well. It's only after Tisri Manzil happened that he came into his own, and of course then there was no looking back. And one must also remember that with all his father's compositions available to him for free, he did not borrow too many tunes from his father's collection. Yes, he would occasionally use some snippets of his father's tunes in preludes and interludes, but his compositions were distinctly his own. There are, however, two distinct tunes which I want to mention he borrowed from his father's set of compositions. One was, of course, almost in desperation when he was trying to make a comeback with Vidhu Vinod Chopra's 1942 A Love Story. He borrowed the tune of Rongila, Rongila, Rongila Re, a folk song recorded by his father long back. SDB himself had reused the same tune in Devdas for the song Aan Milo, Sham Savare. Pancham used it as a prelude in the song Kuch Na Kaho, which was the first song to be recorded for the film 1942, The Love Story, and which completely floored Vidhu Vinod Chopra. Possibly he was not aware of the song's history at that time. He immediately fell for it and decided to go ahead with Pancham. Pancham had passed the test. The other instance where an entire song was based on Sachin Dev Burman's tune was from the film Shauqeen. Sachin Dev Burman had recorded a Bengali song in 1968 called Notol, paaye, rinik, Jhinik. The song went on like this.
নিটোল পায়ে রিনিক ঝিনিক পায়েল খানি বাজে মাদল বাজে সেই সংকেতে শ্যামা মেয়ে নাচে নিটোল পায়ে রিনিক ঝিনিক পায়েল খানি বাজে মাদল বাজে সেই সংকেতে শ্যামা মেয়ে নাচে পাগল পাড়া চাঁদের আলো নাচের তালে মেশে নিটোল পায়ে রিনিক ঝিনিক। চাঁদের আলোয় কালো কাকাল নাচের তালে দোলে রে আহমরি ঢোলে ঢোলে দোলে যেন সাদা মেঘের কোলে কালো তরি খেলে রে খেলে ওই কি কৌতুকে খেলে ঝলক ভরা দামিনী সেজে ঝিলিক মারে হেসে নিটোল পায়ে ঝিনিক ঝিনিক পায়েল খানি বাজে পাগল পাড়া চাঁদের আলো নাচের তালে মেশে নিটোল পায়ে ঝিনিক।
As you could hear, this was composed as a folk tune, like most of SDB's non-filmy songs are, with flute being the primary accompanying instrument along with rustic beats of the percussion instruments. Pancham decided to use the tune of this song in its entirety for the song Jab Bhi Koi Kangana Bole. However, since it was a film song set in a city, he modified the entire arrangement without altering the tune. The song becomes infinitely more upbeat and also naughty as was required for the situation being portrayed in the film. At the same time, the folk origins of the song are retained, as you will appreciate the interlude tune before the second antara, which is a typical folk tune. And how can one forget Kishoreda? Kishore and Pancham always brought the best out of each other. And an additional factor in this instance for Kishore was, of course, that this song was being picturized on his elder brother Ashok Kumar, though it was completely in the background. And possibly this caused him to give that extra bit for this song. Anyway, please listen to my rendition of Jab Bhi Koi Kangana Bole. Please use headphones. Thank you.
This song is uploaded by Sing Along.
जब भी कोई कंगना बोले पायल छनक जाए सोई सोई दिल की धड़कन सुलग जाए करूं जतन लाख मगर मन मचल जाए, मचल मचल जाए। जब भी कोई कंगना बोले पायल छनक जाए, सोई सोई दिल की धड़कन सुलग जाए। करूं जतन लाख मगर मन मचल मचल जाए, मचल मचल जाए। जब भी कोई कंगना बोले। छलक गए रंग जहां पर उलझ गए नैना रे नैना, उलझ गए नैना। छलक गए रंग जहां पर उलझ गए नैना रे नैना, उलझ गए नैना। पाए नहीं मन बंजारा कहीं भी ये चैना रे चैना, कहीं भी ये चैना। मेरे मन की प्यास अधूरी मुझे भटकाए। जब भी कोई कंगना बोले पायल छनक जाए, जब भी कोई कंगना बोले। कली कली झूमर भंवरा, अगन पे जल जाए पतंगा, अगन पे जल जाए। कली कली झूमर भंवरा, अगन पे जल जाए पतंगा, अगन पे जल जाए। चंदा को चकोर निहारे, इसी में सुख पाए रे पाए, इसी में सुख पाए। जीवन से रस का बंधन तोड़ा नहीं जाए। जब भी कोई कंगना बोले पायल छनक जाए, सोई सोई दिल की धड़कन सुलग जाए। करूं जतन लाख मगर मन मचल मचल जाए, मचल मचल जाए। जब भी कोई कंगना बोले।